And you know what? I know this is a bit nerdy, but man, I just really love to sit back at my outpost and watch the robots work. To me, having the robots at the outpost is better than having the humans at the outpost because the robots just seem to bring your outpost alive. They are always doing something, whether it's an engineering robot or it's a maintenance robot or it's a security robot. And I forget the name of them right now, but there's these robots, that security robots that look like little dogs. Well, not little dogs, they actually look like huge dogs, but they're really funny. They almost have a personality, excuse me, like a real dog, almost like you want to keep one as a pet or something. But this video is about Kreet, and Kreet has Helium-3 on it. Now, Helium-3 on Kreet can be kind of confusing because you can't see it anywhere on the surface. You can see it right there to the left. Obviously, Kreet does have helium. It's clear that helium is on Kreet, or Kreet has helium. But the thing about helium on Kreet, the reason you don't see it on the surface is because it is actually atmospheric. So you can actually place an extractor down anywhere on Kreet, and as long as it's not being obstructed or something like that, you can place it anywhere and it will collect Helium-3. So some people are kind of confused by that, so I thought I just wanted to make that clear because I'm going to build some outposts. I'm going to start manufacturing zero wire, which is a element in Starfield that is very prevalent. A lot of stuff, when you start getting into crafting, you will start seeing that you need a lot of zero wire. So I'm going to set up an outpost on Kreet and one on, I believe it's Kreet. So both of them are in the same system. If I remember correctly, I'm just remembering off the top of my head. I think it's the Narion system or something like that. But anyway, you're going to see it as I'm building it. So I'm going to start manufacturing some zero wire. So we're going to set up, the main purpose here is to set up to collect helium. Helium is also very important in Starfield, especially when you start getting into the advanced stages of outpost building. Now, as you can see here, there is some argon, I think that's neon. What am I doing here? So as you can see right here, there is the Helium-3 extractor. Now you can see right here, the ground is not illuminating at all. It doesn't need to illuminate because, like I said, Helium-3 is atmospheric. It's everywhere. You can set it anywhere. So you can set these extractors down anywhere. So yeah, this is neon. So I'm just collecting neon because the general rule is, the unspoken rule is, if you can, with each outpost, try to collect at least 2 resources. Now, sometimes you're not going to find that necessary, but the general rule is that, look, if you're going to collect one, you're going to set up an outpost, you might as well go ahead and collect another resource, even if you just kind of put it to the side in some containers and never come back to it, but at least you collected it. So, but the main function here is I'm going to get some Helium-3 out of this particular outpost, and then I'm going to fly over to Kreet and set up an outpost over there, where that will actually be the location where I will be manufacturing the zero wire. Now, one of the best tools, once you get to the point where you have advanced in outpost building, you'll gain access to what's called the reactor advanced, or rather I like to refer to it to make it make sense as the advanced reactor. It is technically a nuclear reactor. Now you look down here at my power. As I'm putting down these lights, my power is not changing at all. It is staying steady, and the reason that it is because I'm using that reactor advanced, or that nuclear reactor. It's amazing. It makes a huge difference. I love using the windmills because the windmills, First of all, it makes it so that you don't need so many nuclear reactors if you're going to build a huge outpost. Also, the windmills, let's be honest, they look really nice. And that's the advanced reactor right there to the bottom left in the corner right there. But you can see I'm putting down all of these lights, and the need to add another power source just it isn't there. So now we're on Kreet, and we have silver and helium-3 coming from Kreet. Now on Kreet, we're going to be able to access copper, gold, and antimony. All of this is going to be needed to make zero wire, and then the zero wire is going to be needed to make semi wafers, which is going to be the main cargo that we're going to be selling. So once we get all of that connected right, we're going to connect all of this up to our containers and our warehouses, and then we're going to see where we're at. Okay, let's go over everything that we have coming in to Kreet so far. So from Kreet, we have helium-3 and we have silver coming in. The silver is very important. The helium-3, as I explained earlier, is for a future project. You're going to kind of set it in its own containers. You're going to hook it up and just ignore it. When the silver arrives on the local cargo link on Kreet, you want to run a connection from the local cargo link into its own solid storage container. Just remember, every element that you're going to be dealing with here, whether it's copper, antimony, gold, it's going to be running into its own container. Each element will have its own container. So silver will run into its own container. Copper, you're going to be able to access that directly from Kreet. Copper is going to run into its own container. You're going to run your silver container directly to the simple fabricator. You're also going to run a link from the container that's going to be containing the copper directly into the simple fabricator. These two connections will be used to make the zero wire. Now, once the simple fabricator begins to make the zero wire, you want to run a connection from the simple fabricator into the warehouse storage. Remember that. Now, the warehouse storage, of course, is not the same as the solid storage. The warehouse storage is something completely different. So you're going to want to run a link from the simple fabricator into your warehouse storage. Once the simple fabricator makes the zero wire, it's going to house all of the zero wire in the warehouse storage. You also want to run a link from the warehouse storage that's containing the zero wire into the compound fabricator. Now remember, the compound fabricator is where you're going to make the semi-metal wafers. Okay, so two other things you want to connect to the compound fabricator is the antimony and the gold. So you've already got antimony and gold running into their completely separate solid storage containers. You want to run a link from the antimony container directly into the compound fabricator. You want to run a link from the container containing the gold directly into the compound fabricator. Once you do this, everything is ready to roll. Now all you need to do is run a link from your compound fabricator into its own storage container. Now you don't see that here on the diagram here, but it's there. Just think common sense wise. Once the semi-metal wafers are made, you're going to need them to go somewhere. So they're going to go into their own warehouse storage. Now, one thing you may notice if you open the simple fabricator immediately, it will appear as though you'll see plenty of copper, because the copper at this point, at least for me, had been running for quite some time. But you'll see that the silver, if you just connected it, is not reading, it's not registering in the simple fabricator. So it looks like it's not making anything. If you see, or if it appears as though the simple fabricator is not making zero wire because you see a zero there, don't panic. Just run right over to your container and check, just like I did. More than likely, you're going to see the exact same thing that I'm saying, which is zero wire is already moving into your zero wire container. Now, you may see the same thing. You may see the same reading in the compound fabricator. As you can see here, everything is ready to roll. You can see it up there. The antimony is ready. The gold is ready. Everything is feeding into the compound fabricator. The only thing that seems to be lagging behind is the zero wire. Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if you have the same experience I do, or I did rather, it's probably going to be the same scenario. The zero wire is there. Just go ahead and proceed to make the semi-metal wafer. Same thing with the zero wire. Even though it looks like the zero wire isn't there, just go ahead and use the compound fabricator, not the compound fabricator, but the simple fabricator to make the zero wire. It's there. It's just reading as though it's not there for some strange reason. Now, you may have a totally different experience. Maybe yours will show that the zero wire is there, but I'm just letting you know that if it's still reading zero in both fabricators, don't worry. Everything is ready to go. Just go ahead and start making the products. Now, another indicator that everything is working is both fabricators, once they really start working, they're going to vibrate a little bit. You'll see them suddenly just kind of cut on. First, they'll just be just kind of there. Then once you switch them on and they start working, you'll hear the motors running and they'll be kind of vibrating a little bit. Now, once you get everything connected, of course, it's going to take a little time for everything to run its course. It's going to take time for your containers to fill up. They're not going to fill up in an instant or right away. So just have a seat. You know, that's the good thing about the game. You can have a seat, you can pass time away. So what I did, I just sat down for 24 hours. That's what did it for me. Now, you might have to do it for 48 hours. I mean, I don't know. I did it for 24 hours, and I just went and checked all my containers, and this is what I found. So now that we have everything up and running, we've got everything connected the way it's supposed to be connected, and we're now producing zero wire and semi-metal wafer. We're going to load some of these semi-metal wafers onto a ship and take them somewhere to sell them. I'm going to do some research on the best place to sell them. So we've got three products coming into this outpost that we can sell. Actually, we've got zero wire, we've got semi-metal wafer, and we also have Helium-3. Now, I don't believe that we can sell Helium-3 everywhere. I think that's select places, but you know, we'll see. I'm not really trying to sell Helium-3 right now. I have plans for my Helium-3, but on the other side, we're going to come back and take these things somewhere, the semi-metal wafers, and see how much passive income we can make off of them. All right, guys, change in plan. These things are a little bit more expensive than I thought, and I've got like 14,135 semi-metal wafers. They're worth 22 credits each. So I am going to stop by the den and see.
How may the Trade Authority assist you? Yes, of course.
And unload as many as possible. So you see right here, go down. I've got 14,135, 22 credits. Sell them. You see right here, it says, you know, if I sold them all of them, I would get less than they're worth, and we don't want to do that. So you see, he's got 62,000, so we've got more than enough to clean him completely out. So this is a good way to make money if you just want to make money. Like I said, my purpose for making the semi-metal wafers is for manufacturing. So, but just think about it this way, guys. When a lot of players are running around looking for these things and trying to purchase these things to craft, you're going to be manufacturing them. You know, you're a manufacturer. So, and another thing too, I had to tell a buddy of mine at work this the other day. When you run into this situation right here, I don't know why Bethesda did not come up with a better way to do this. You can hold the stick for the countdown. You see, that's very slow, excruciatingly slow. If you hold the D-pad, it's a lot faster. You know what I just found out, guys? If you hold both the stick and the D-pad, it goes even faster. I just found that out. I don't know what made me try that. You can see here, out of 14,135 of these things, I'm selling him 2840, 2,840 only, and I'm cleaning him out. I'm taking all of his dough off of something that I manufactured. I didn't have to steal it. I've got plenty of it. By the time I get back to my outpost, especially if I stop by, which I'm going to show you something in a few minutes if you want to place, because I might as well go ahead and show you this particular place that I'm already set up, because it is the second part of this project that I'm working on. So I already have it set up. I have a video that's going to come out that's going to show you how I set it up, show you some of my trial and errors. Yeah, believe it or not, I am human. I do make mistakes, but yeah, I'm just kidding, of course. Make a lot of mistakes, actually. But yeah, so confirm. Do not hit sell all, because if you hit sell all, it's probably you're probably going to lose money. So just confirm. Remember that. Confirm what you're giving him. Just remember that word confirm. Don't hit sell all. All right, so there you go. So he's cleaned out. He's got 20 credits left. All right, so we really don't need to stop anywhere else. You get the point. I'm still vastly overweight here. I have an infinite box in my ship that I put things like this in, because even the big ships can only hold so many. These things are heavier than I thought. I'm just going to get up and put these back. I'm just going to get up, put these back in the infinite box. I have a few of them actually right here. This is a mod. I forget the name of the mod, man. Transfer. But there's only a couple of infinite container mods. You know, you've got different ones. Now you got infinite container like those, and then you've got container mods for Outpost. So, but those are two different mods. I can't think of one that combines them. They're either one or the other. So yeah, man, I'm gonna put these in here, and I'll just keep them in here. Never know, might want to make some cash right quick. Yo, cool, but made some quick dough. Now let's go to this place I'm telling you about, and I'm going to show you why it's great. Because one of the things you want in Starfield, you want a place where you can go and pass time away. You know,
nice.
Especially if you're not overweight, you can fast travel. It's really handy. Let's see here. Where am I? I want to go all the way down here. Is this it? No, it's right here. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it. I think it's Katydid, I guess. Hope I don't run into anybody, man. It's level 75. So, and the planet that I'm looking for is here. Now, you see this planet. This planet has a very, very rare resource that you want to look for. And I'm taking so long because I'm trying to remember the name. I can't swipe. Hold up. Tell you what, let's do this. Okay, there we go. Andesite. You can see how rare that is. You see the 4 diamonds right there. 4 green diamonds. It's very rare, right? You've got silver. Silver is not too rare. And then it's, silver is very important, but it's not rare. Beryllium is also very important, but it's not that rare. They give them a diamond. I think that's like a baby blue color diamond, just to let you know that it is very important. When you see the magnifying glass, these are things that you're searching for, that I selected to search for, which you also can do. So I came here for this because this is going to be very crucial further down the road as I'm finishing this project that I'm working on. But I'm going to show you what's so great about this thing. Also, I got to figure out how to make my ship land on the landing pads. For some reason lately, there's supposed to be a way that you can do it. Like let me see. See, you look over there, ship isn't on the landing pad, but I'm going to make it come on. Now this is a very volcanic planet. Every now and then there will be tremors and little earthquakes. So I'll go ahead and give you a little spoiler alert. Let me show you something. What I was doing wrong. Helium 3, I had to have Helium 3 brought here. This container is bringing in Helium 3, right? So if you ever want to know whether your cargo interlink system, your cargo link intersystem, which are the ones that allow ships to go to different systems, you can go outside of different systems. You don't have to go to planets within the same system. Helium 3 is very important, usually, especially if you go into other systems. So I have Helium 3 shipped here, and the resources that I'm going to be shipping out of here is going to be going to other systems. So I need Helium 3 for both. Now I'm going to show you something. The way you can tell when it's not hooked up right, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect this. See here? See the green Helium 3 symbol right there? Watch this. See, it's red. That's how you know when you're not hooked up. Let's go ahead. What the hell? The hell was that? All right, see, it's green, so I'm good, right? So that's really what I was doing. I was running around like, man, what's wrong? You're gonna see it in the video. I realized I don't have the damn Helium 3 hooked up. But anyway. Now, the thing I want to show you, let's go over here. Now I got attacked too. Are the bodies still here? Yeah, these dudes came over here. I got that on video. There's also a mod where you can clean up these bodies. I'm gonna move them, but I also like to have a little infinite container just kind of sitting around the old industrial workbench. Let me show you guys something. Okay. You see here, 1 local hour on this planet is 100 hours UT time. So if you're at an outpost and whatever you're manufacturing or whatever, it seems to be taking a long time to fill the containers, you can come right here. You can fast travel. I flew here, but you can fast travel here as long as you're not over encumbered. And you can just sleep 24 hours, and when you go back, you're all good. So we're going to sleep 24 hours, right? So 21 hours, 20 hours is like, look at that. 1700 hours UT time, 16 local hours, 15 hours UT time. Local time 8, UT time 23:48. So you have been gone a long time now. I was on Kreet waiting on my containers to fill up. I had to wait probably would have equated, because each time it was 24 hours. I did about 6 days. And those containers were only like about halfway filled up. And yeah, so this particular outpost, once again, is for this item right here. I can't put any more down, but this is andesite. Like I say, very rare item. But I can't see it now. There's nothing coming in on here because I'm not using this yet. I'm just using this to bring in the helium from Kreet, as a matter of fact. So now you see why Kreet is so important, as I stated at the beginning. Anyway, let's go back to Kreet. All of the containers should be good and filled up by the time I get there, because we came here. I emptied them. So they were empty. Man, sorry. Sometimes I just get a little too quick with these buttons. Let's go ahead and fly there. Might run into some combat or something. Yeah, there's somebody. Who is that?
Hey, you. Pick up the hell.
I'm gonna ignore you, dude.
Open fire.
Where are you?
Just took out their shields.
Enemy's grab drive disabled.
What in the hell is that hitting me like that, man?
Target shields are back online.
Mofo. Oh, illegal stuff. You guys have illegal stuff here, man. Amino acids.
What's up? Insights. Psycho.
Oh, good job, Ventrager.
Do they even talk?
I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. I don't want your food, dude. I'll take the shotgun shells. I'll take this to sell it. I really don't like using those. They're pretty cool, but they're also kind of slow. I'll take that to sell it. What you got, man? Sell it. Yeah, I don't want the pack. No, I'm good, man, with the pack. Anybody down here? I don't think so. Oh. Maybe. I think so, though. Nah, nobody down here. So with this, I can't go out there. It's all good.
Releasing ship from dock. Done. We are now free to move among the stars.
Finally on it too?
Targets most energy.
Pressing target.
I need some ship parts. I wonder if they have any. Credits. I'm out of ship parts. Need some ship parts. Water? No ship parts? What kind of pirates are you guys running around with water? Mineral deposit. Seriously, tell you what. I could just make some. Crap. We could just make some. I'll make some ship parts.
No indigenous life signs. One less thing to worry about, I suppose.
did make some changes since the beginning. I added more warehouses. That's those over there. They're holding the semi-metal wafers. That was completely cleaned out. That was completely cleaned out when I left. So, and it's gonna, I found out that these things actually work their way backwards. So even if you hook it up here and work your way over there, for some reason, Starfield starts at the back and works its way back to where you originally made the connection. So those haven't worked their way here yet. Also, when you guys were last here, I had only one compound fabricator. Now I've got 2 compound fabricators, both making semi-metal wafers. This is my helium I got coming in here. And this is the 0 wire, of course. This is also 0. I've added more 0 wire containers. I don't think these were here at the beginning. But anyway, guys, so that's it, man. We're going to continue the project. This is all one big project, but this is the semi-metal wafer part of it. Next video, I'm going to be showing you the planet we just left, where I was showing you how I made the mistakes with the oh yeah, I forgot I got to put those weapons back in my ship. But okay, guys, anyway, that's it, guys. If you've watched so far, thank you very much. Got all these little robots hard at work. Everybody's doing the damn thing. That's good. Everything's going great. Great job, guys. Security's tight. I haven't been attacked here yet. So anyway, guys, I shall see you guys in the next one. Until next time, stay safe.